Now from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather today. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, folks, here we go. Right out of the gate on this Back to Work Monday. Again, hopefully you had a great weekend. I tell you what, it was definitely chilly out the door this morning. We had a lot of 40s around the area. We're going to take a look at that coming up. We've got a cool afternoon on the way. In fact, mid to upper 60s. Those will be your daytime highs here in the Metroplex. Lots of bright sunshine out there. But I tell you what, the bigger story as we go through this work week, maybe some warmer to maybe even hotter temperatures depending on your point of view on down the road. Again, we'll catch you up on your complete forecast here over the next few minutes. But first of all, these were your morning lows. And again, a few locations here really do stick out. In fact, Denton truly sticks out. Down to 39 this morning. You can see Bowie down to 40. So we had a few locations pushing the upper 30s, even the Graham area 39. Meanwhile, most of us were in the lower to mid 40s. But again, jacket, it was definitely needed, again, a little bit earlier out the door this morning. So there, again, is that 39 in the Denton area. Officially DFW 48, Dallas Love Field, by the way, officially down to 47. So it was a dry weekend. Basically, even looking around the region, even outside of North Texas, simply put, there was not much of any rainfall. You had to look well off to our east and off to our northeast. And the bottom line is, and the unfortunate line is, that is really going to be your forecast even as we go through this work week. Right now, the way it looks, we have no meaningful rain chances showing up until maybe about 11 days on down the road. Again, we'll talk a little bit more about that as well coming up. But again, just looking around the region here, again, simply put, we are completely quiet as we kind of look at the overview, right? Kind of the general setup of what's going on. This is going to be key to our forecast as we go forward in time. It's the old ridge currently centered out across the desert southwest. Slowly but surely, this is going to come inching back towards the southern plains. And while as that happens, the temperatures, they're going to be easing up. And in fact, some locations as we begin to get into this upcoming weekend may be pushing back into the 90s. So again, it's going to be a fairly warm pattern going forward. At least over the next 2 days, we're still kind of in this northwesterly flow. That will keep our temperatures at least semi in check, right? Watching for any disturbances coming through anytime you're in that flow. But the bottom line is we really don't see anything showing up for North Texas. And then after that, here it is. Again, you can see that ridging pattern slowly but surely begins to build back to the east. And we'll simply put, as that happens, you see it right there. Again, those temperatures, they do begin to rebound as well. Quickly, it's going to be a very dry week, meaning even as far as the humidity levels go, kind of an ugly looking map here, right? Some dark reds, a little bit of brown showing up. These are your dew point numbers as we go through today, even as we go through tomorrow. And again, simply put, the dew point is going to be very low, not just low, but very low. I mean, dew point numbers today are only going to be in the 30s. So again, this is going to be a pretty dry air mass, again, not just today, but really as we go through a good part of the work week going forward as well. So here's a look at the model. And again, simply put, nothing really going on, right? Maybe some cloud cover well off to our northeast, maybe up across parts of Oklahoma. But again, by and large here locally, we're talking about sunny skies during the day, fair skies at night. And again, other than the temperatures slowly building as we go through this work week, that literally is going to be your weather story until maybe about 11 days on down the road. So if you're trying to get out to the fair this week, things look good. Again, if you like more temperate temperatures, go earlier in the week. If you like temperatures a little bit warmer, obviously go a little bit closer to this upcoming weekend. So here's your high temperatures, at least for today. Again, most of us in the 60s. Here in the Metroplex, mid-60s, mid-upper 60s, the way it looks right now. And then for any kind of evening plans, again, temperatures from the 60s down into the 50s. So we'll call it kind of a chillier evening as well, completely dry and again, completely quiet. So we're also quiet overnight, generally 40s around the area, a few upper 30s. Similar to this morning will not be impossible. And then even as we go through tomorrow, Tuesday, we begin to build on the temperatures. More in the way of 70s around the area, maybe even a few 80s out to the west. Plenty of sunshine as we go through tomorrow, and a southerly wind does begin to redevelop as we go through tomorrow afternoon. So again, we'll gradually begin to bounce those temperatures up. You can see by this upcoming Saturday, there it is, forecasting right around 90. In fact, even hot, if you will, even into Sunday as well. And then you can see it's going to be about 11 days on down the road. Our next weather maker appears to come in from the west, and it may offer us an opportunity of some rain and storms between now and then. That's a very dry looking forecast.